Hey everybody, JJ with Logic IT here, and today we're going to be reviewing the Kingdel Mini Desktop PC. Now, mini PCs are becoming more and more popular and have kind of become the standard for most office workstations. So I'm sure many of you have a Lenovo or HP that you use at work, but I was in the market for a mini PC to be used as a production workstation in a manufacturing setting. It needed to have RS-232 COM ports because the machine would be interfacing with industrial equipment. With a budget of $400, I was interested to see what was available that would actually have some decent processing power. Keep in mind we already had a keyboard, mouse, and monitor ready for the workstation. So when I looked online, I found many options, but one in particular caught my eye, and that was the Kingdel Mini PC. This was right at our price point and has some pretty good hardware. We'll get into the hardware details in a bit, but what kind of sealed the deal for me is that it's fanless. So that means there's no moving parts in this thing at all. No fans to pull in dust, and virtually no noise. The look of it may not be for everyone, but with this machine being fanless, I was glad to see it had something robust to carry away the heat. If you want to go the extra mile, you could even mount it on something vertically. This will allow the fins on the heatsink to function better. So about the hardware. The entire computer is basically a netbook motherboard. It has a 3rd gen Intel i5 1.7 GHz CPU, and an Intel HD 4000 integrated GPU, 8 gigs of RAM, a 128 gig SSD, 2 side-by-side network controllers, 4 USB 3.0 ports in the back, and 4 USB 2.0 ports in the front, 1 HDMI port, 1 VGA port, and 4 RS-232 ports. As far as software goes, it comes with Windows 10 Professional installed and activated, and it also says on Amazon here that Windows 7 and Windows 8 can be installed by request. Before I went any further, I decided to check out the company's website. After a bit of investigation, I discovered that Kingdel purchases all sorts of small form factor hardware and uses their custom enclosures and designs to produce some pretty unique small scale workstations. So I decided to make the purchase, and when the product first arrived, I was a little nervous because the picture on the front of the packaging didn't match the product I ordered. It turns out they just use the same packaging for all their mini PC products. The box came with a power adapter, a pretty nice flat HDMI cable, a SATA cable, a small Molex power cable, 4 metal mounting screws, and 2 antennae for the network controllers. Although the ones I got here are smaller than they appeared to be in the product images. And of course the computer itself. From power on to desktop was 15 seconds total, which included the time it took for me to click the profile sign-in button for Windows. It also came fully initialized with the username Kingdel already created and an activated Windows 10 Pro key already entered. I would have preferred to not have a user account created for me. A user account created ahead of time just raises my suspicions of unwanted third-party software. I would say this and the short antennae are probably my biggest complaints. Although I typically reformat and reinstall the operating system when I purchase any new PC, I'm not going to go into detail in this video on that. But I will include a link in the description on how you can do a simple reformat and reinstall yourself. Of course, you could reach out to us as well, and we would be happy to do it for you. Overall, I think this is a great product and a perfect solution for an industrial PC that can run maintenance-free for long periods of time due to its solid-state design. And that concludes this episode of Logic IT Product Reviews. Thanks everyone. We'll see you next time.